What are you looking for? I find this question, what are you looking for, to be incredibly troubling. Similarly, questions such as, what do you want to eat? Or what do you want to watch? Or something seemingly simple yet oh so complex, like, what do you want? Writ large, to be frustrating and often demoralizing. What are you looking for? There's something about this question that invites us to pause. It asks us to confront not just the surface level decision, dinner, a TV show, or a fleeting desire, but something deeper. What do we truly want? What are we seeking? It's much easier to scroll endlessly through Netflix or shrug off the question than to face the discomfort of not really knowing, because sometimes we may not be sure what we're really looking for. This week's Parsha Vayeshev introduces us to Joseph. The story of Joseph is a well-known one. Joseph, the favorite son of Jacob, is envied by his brothers who plot to kill him, but ultimately sell him into slavery in Egypt. Joseph's coat of many colors is torn and presented to Jacob, leading him to believe that his son Joseph is dead. In Egypt, Joseph is sold to an officer of Pharaoh and begins a journey of trials and an eventual rise to prominence. Joseph's story does not align with the typical hero's journey. Rather, it reflects the path of the wanderer, defined by uncertainty, inner conflict, and a gradual process of transformation as he navigates issues of identity, exile, and reconciliation. Towards the beginning of this parsha, we meet a young, dream-filled Joseph wandering through the fields when a stranger approaches him and asks, "Ma tevakesh?" What are you looking for? And in this moment, I wonder if Joseph felt a bit like some of us may feel when confronted with a similar question. The text tells us he's looking for his brothers, but perhaps he's searching for something more. Connection, acceptance, a sense of belonging in a family where he feels like an outsider. The act of wandering often brings us to a liminal space, a place of in-betweenness where we're neither here nor there, neither fully lost nor found. In many traditions, wandering is seen as a precursor to transformation, a spiritual quest, if you will. In the Jewish tradition, wandering is a recurring motif. In a sense, it is a rite of passage. In thinking of the Israelites in the desert, Abraham's journey to the Promised Land, or even the Jewish diaspora, we can see that wandering has been a part of the Jewish experience since the very beginning. Yet, wandering is not always by choice. Sometimes it is forced upon us through war, exile, or persecution. Refugees, immigrants, and displaced populations today often navigate life between places and identities, grappling with the challenges of survival. Yet, like Joseph, their journeys are not just about survival alone, but also about seeking hope, safety, opportunity, and a sense of identity. This turns us to the darker side of wandering, not just the physically lost, but also the emotional toll of feeling disconnected, uncertain, and ungrounded, emotional and spiritual wandering. Joseph's journey is marked by profound isolation and alienation. Cast into a pit, sold into slavery, and imprisoned in a foreign land, he experiences wandering as a state of disconnection from his past, his identity, and a sense of belonging. Wandering in this sense captures the emotional and existential uncertainty of being unmoored, of searching for meaning and stability in the face of upheaval. The weight of this disconnection and the shadows that accompany such uncertainty reveal how wandering pushes us to confront the depths of our own vulnerability. Midrash Tanhuma teaches that when Joseph was cast into the pit by his brothers, his cries were filled with pain and despair. Yet it wasn't the physical suffering that weighed on him the most. It was the emotional and spiritual upheaval. In the Midrash, Joseph cries out, "Where am I going? what will become of me? His journey is not only a physical passage through the wilderness, but an inner struggle marked by turmoil, questioning, and seeking meaning. His cry echoes the experience of anyone who has faced moments of doubt, times when our paths feel unclear and we're unsure of what we're truly searching for. The power of this midrash lies in its reminder that it's okay to ask these questions, to acknowledge when we feel lost, and to face our fears and uncertainties head on. These moments are not detours or traps, but essential steps in the journey itself. In today's world, many of us may relate to this sense of being lost, especially in a society that often feels fragmented. We might not be thrown into a literal pit, but many of us may feel trapped in our own lives, unsure of our purpose or direction. This lack of uncertainty can lead us to doubt ourselves, question our place in the world, and sometimes make us feel lost in ways we can't even express. But even in the darkness, this uncertainty has the potential to lead to discovery and transformation. Joseph's journey, though painful, ultimately leads him to a place of wisdom, power, and reconciliation. Similarly, when we choose to wander, whether it be physical, emotional, or spiritual, we allow ourselves to be lost. And in doing so, we open ourselves to learning, growth, and deeper understanding. So, the question remains, what are you looking for? Personally, I have no idea. And what a gift that is. Shabbat Shalom.